Fuck that house mob.
I'm back. To the top, I'ma make it. Niggas just can't take it. To the top, I'ma make 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 it.
Energy and the juice.
Juicy win after juicy win. I don't care if it's still working season, but it's gonna play playoff game. Yeah.
That's the type of dogs we needed, goddamn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with them foes in the chat, foe, we get the 4-game winning streak, baby. Oh yeah, big juice, 4-game win streak. Wow, can you believe this? Can you believe this?
Can't believe this is my life.
Can you believe? I can't believe this is my life. I really can't. I can't believe this is my life. I can't believe it. Wow. Yo, you joining us right now. It's Nets Kingdom. Make sure you guys smash that like button. The Nets just beat the Raptors, 4-game win streak. And I know the deficit kind of close, but we were never down this game. We were never down. We never took the down. We never took no L's. We are up. It's 4-game win streak. You know what it is. Hit the like button. 4 W's. 4-game win streak. Let me shout out the chat. Woo, man, big juice. Like, shout out to Chris Dell. What's good? Brian Lane, what's up? What's up? Charles Pace, what's good? Emmanuel O, my holy king. Hey, what's up, my holy king? Emmanuel O, what's good? Monk, what's good? Aqua Mikey, hey, Aqua Mikey. Brooklyn S11, hey, what's up? Yo. Martell Hickson, hey, what's up? Macho from P-Town, hey, Macho from T-Town, what's good? Iken, what's good? Iken. Oh, who else is in here? Benjamin David Simmons. Ben Simmons in the house. What's good? Ben Simmons. Mario H. What's good? Chris Doe. Joey BK. Charles Pace. Hey, Charles Pace. Cakes Boo. Hey, Cakes Boo. Who else was in there? Brian Lane. Hey, Brian Lane. Yeah, we up. Yeah, we up. Yeah, man. Like this, the beginning of this game, bro. We got so much to talk about, bro. TJ Warren's debut. The Nets were just out. This is the best I've seen the Nets play. Well, that first half was the best I've seen the Nets play this whole year. Like this was the hottest start. 41-17 in the first quarter. It was just everything was perfect. Like, what analysis can we give you? It was just the ball movement, the shooting. Everybody was hitting. Kyrie was hitting. Joe Harris was hot, scorching hot from 3. The Nets shot 75% from the field, 15 for 20 in that first quarter, 85% from 3, 6 for 7 from 3. It was just unbelievable in that first quarter. Now, when we were up big, first quarter, 41-17, TJ Warren got in up 18. So when TJ Warren got in, it was kind of no pressure because the Nets were playing so well. Up 18, TJ Warren got in and it was just like, you know what, let me just kind of play free. We saw the first bucket. It was a pull up. He got the pass on the 3-point line. He hit the pump fake and he hit the midi for his first basket. TJ looked really, really good. Like we knew TJ. And think about TJ, he's a mid-range guy. Like TJ is a mid-range assassin. So that midi for TJ is going to be so crucial for us. He can hit threes. Of course, but that midi is really, really crucial. To give KD a spell, give KD some rest in the future. So let me get it out the way. How'd you feel, Rage, about TJ tonight? I mean, TJ did he fly past your expectations, or did he just, you were just expecting this kind of level? Well, you predicted the stat line, Rage. You did predict the stat line.
I predicted 12 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. He got 10 points, 4 rebounds, and he had a steal, and he didn't have any assists. But honestly, I gotta say, even though I predicted that stat line, he did exceed my expectations. I mean, this dude is coming off of a 2-year. He's been out for 2 years, and he was making shots early. He looked good. I mean, what can I say? This was a good overall performance out of him, and it's gonna be very, very fun to watch for the games to come. And give KD a little bit of a rest. I mean, KD had 17 points tonight, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. I mean, he did not have to do much at all tonight, and
Yeah.
I'm comfortable with TJ Warren backing KD up for sure.
Yeah. And then that first, like I said, that first quarter came and it was a big 41-17 lead. Kyrie was spectacular in the second quarter. He was just the layup package tonight from Kyrie in that second quarter was going crazy. He was going left hand, right hand. He was 5 of 6. TJ was cooking in the mid range. He was 3 for 5. We held the Raptors to 0 for 7 with a couple of turnovers in that 15-0 run to blow the game wide open. We blew the game wide open in that first quarter, second quarter. The biggest lead we had was 36 points. Now, halftime, we led the Raptors 72-49. We scored 72 points in the first half on the Raptors. Kyrie had 17. Joe had 14. TJ Warren had 8. Now we got into the third quarter where everybody thought it was smooth. I mean, we were playing so literally perfect basketball. I have no mistakes. We kept the turnovers down. We were boxing out. We were rebounding. I have no bad things from the first half. Third quarter came. Well, let me start in the second quarter. The Raptors made their run in the second quarter, right? And then it bridged over. They made a small run at the end of the second quarter. It bridged over to the third quarter. Mind you, KD only had, I think, 11 at the half or 15 no, he had 11 at the half, right? Yeah. Or he had a small amount of points at the half. He got back in because the team was playing so well. I thought Coach Vaughn was going to leave out KD for the whole second quarter, but he ended up putting him back in the second quarter. And the third quarter came, the Raptors made their run. This is the basketball is a game of runs. We were all waiting for the Raptors to make their run to see if the Nets could hold on to it. Now in the third quarter, it got a little touchy. They made their run, but we still kept it alive. I want to give a big shout out to Kyrie tonight. Kyrie's energy, his aggressiveness, his defense, he was just the engine for us tonight. Kyrie was the engine for us tonight. 22 points at the end of the third quarter. It was 93-72. KD had 15. TJ had 10. Credit to Jacques Vaughn. Jacques Vaughn was calling timeouts. Whenever the defense was kind of collapsing, whenever the Raptors went on runs, Jacques made the right call with the timeouts. But Kyrie was just the engine tonight. Just spectacular layups. Just giving us a boost. Every time we would go kind of like the Raptors would make a run, Kyrie would kind of, settle it back down. And I just want to credit Kyrie tonight for being the engine tonight, giving KD a break because KD's been on his MVP run. Giving KD a break, it was just so good to see. Shout out to Ro A. Appreciate the super chat. He said, "How good is Royce in mainly first quarter of each game?" Yeah, Royce was. How'd you feel about Royce? I mean, Royce tonight. I think he kind of slowed down in the second half, but first half he looked good. Joey Buckets tonight was Joey. It was just this is the Joe Harris we're used to. Tonight, the Joe Harris y'all saw tonight is the Joe Harris we're used to. So 2 games back to back, we saw Joe Harris beat Joe Harris. Can he keep this up? Shout out to Saints. Saints will tweet it out at halftime. Joe Harris playing like he don't want to be traded. He was dead playing like he don't want to be traded, man. Joey was giving it all tonight. So that fourth quarter came. Now the Raptors will cut the lead down. Again, they cut the lead down in the fourth quarter. And every time they cut the lead down, again, Kyrie will score a bucket. Now, crucial moments in this 2-minute mark, Claxton. I want a big shout out to Claxton because Claxton he's on both ends. That huge block, I think, with a minute left, he had a huge block. He had a couple of offensive rebounds. Like I think like Kyrie would shoot a shot or KD would shoot a shot, would miss, and he had an offensive rebound, a putback. I think he had like 2 putbacks in that span. Big moments for Claxton in that fourth quarter. How'd you feel about Claxton in that fourth quarter, Rage?
I mean, it shows like how great he's been for us this year. I mean, time and time again, we've been preaching about how crucial he really is for us. And I mean, he keeps proving it every game. I haven't seen a bad game out of him yet. I really, really am so proud of how his shot blocking has been for us this year. I mean, it's been absolutely spectacular and hasn't even been talked about enough. He's been holding it down for us, and it's been huge.
I'm pretty sure he's leading the league in blocks, right? I'm pretty sure he's number 1. He might be number 2 now, but I think he's not. I think he's number 1 in blocks. And KD, we gotta shout. KD's like pretty. I think number 4, number 5 in blocks. So we got 2 guys that are in like at least top 5 in blocks. So credit to Claxton tonight, bro. Claxton was just incredible in that fourth quarter. Like I said, we needed Claxton in that fourth quarter. And what was crazy is Joe Harris had 5. The refs were just I'm not even gonna talk about the refs tonight. Joe Harris had 5. He fouled out in the fourth quarter. Clax had 5 fouls, and he was doing this with 5 fouls. Like, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. He was doing this with 5 fouls, guarding Siakam, blocking shots, getting putbacks. Like, thank God he didn't foul out, man, because Sumner got hurt. We saw Sumner get hurt, and now he was out for the rest of the game with a glute contusion. I think that's what it was.
Yep.
A glute contusion. I was like, what happened? I was like, how is that what kind of injury is that? Like, how does that happen? But Sumner went out, so we're down bad. Joe Harris fouled out, so we're even more down bad. And then Claxton is just going off. We have to go. I think it was who was in the game? Royce, Katie, Kyrie. I think Seth was in the game in that fourth quarter, right? It was just we were barely holding on. I think they cut it to at least 8 or 9. At least 8. It was that close. But again, we never went down. Great win. Somebody said, "Man, got an ass contusion." You got to, yeah. I'm like, how do you get an ass contusion? Yeah, I was like, how is that possible? But shout out to the Nets, bro. Like, I'm so overjoyed. I'm so happy for TJ. I'm so happy for this team. This was the win we needed to right into Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Right into Sunday, like right into the Celtics. I love this momentum. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, if we played like the first quarter, if we play like that against the Celtics, I feel like we have a chance. Honestly, if we play the way we played this whole game, minus the third and fourth, minus the fourth against the Celtics, I think we have a chance. My faith, like I remember I said last stream, my faith was like this. My faith was like this. Now my faith is like this for the Celtics game. My faith grew a little bit. You know, my faith grew a little bit. You know. Oh yeah, Chris, I got you. I'm about to send you an invite, Chris. Let me read some comments. Paul said, "What's up, Paul?" He said, "Team is looking compact, and we still missing Yuta." Yeah, we're doing this without Ben and Yuta, which is crazy. We're doing this without Ben and Yuta. Unbelievable from the Nets, man. Unbelievable. How do you feel about Joe Harrison? We'll talk about Joe real quick. Joe, what was Joe's stats tonight, bro? I gotta read Joe's stats.
Joe Harris had 17 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds, shot 5 for 7 from 3, 6 for 8 from the field.
5 for yeah. Joey was just unbelievable, yo. Like I'm not like. Are we ready to? Let me know in the chat right now. Are y'all ready to say Joe is back? Are y'all ready to say Joe is back? Or y'all like not ready yet? Like
no, because if he has one bad game, then he's gonna say, "Oh, he's back."
He's back. Trey Joe, the Trey Joe chants are gonna come back.
Of course.
Yeah, yeah. For me with Joe Harris, like I said, I think I said it last stream. 5. I'm giving him 5 games. If he gives us 5 games of Joe Harris being Joe Harris, then I'm like, okay, he's back. But let me know in the chat if you guys think he's back. Again, he was so clutch. I'm not clutch, but so efficient from 3. What got me pissed though is the fourth quarter when he fouled out. I'm like, he had a wide open 3. He did take it. He went to the basket, and then I called a charge on him. I was like, oh, shoot it! Like, you already hot, bro. You already hot. Oh man. So yeah, everybody in the chat is saying no. 5 consecutive games. Joe is back. There's a couple people in the chat saying Joe is back. He's not yet. Yeah. So a couple people saying one more game. Somebody said one more game.
Honestly, if he's playing like this against the Celtics, he's back.
Oof. If he does this versus Celtics, oh my god. Yeah. Joe, like I said, Joe got to just give us a little bit more consistency, but we love it. This is the Joe Harris, like I said, this is the Joe Harris we're used to. You know, like we're not used to the other Joe Harris we saw the past 18 games. We're not used to that Joe Harris. But yeah, Sean, if you're joining us right now, the Nets just got a win over the Raptors, 4-game win streak. We never went down this game. 71 points in the first half. The Nets dropped 71 on the Raptors. And the Raptors are not a bad defensive team. Like, people are going to realize this is a good defensive team. Like, they almost had their full squad. They're only missing Achua and somebody else. Precious Achua and somebody else. But this is basically almost a full Raptors team. And we don't have our full team. This is an undermanned Nets team still, you know? But tonight was just how could you not love it, bro? Like, how could you not love it? Somebody said we are better without Ben. Nah, chill. Don't do that. Don't do that. But I know the talks are gonna start if we especially if we beat the Celtics tonight. I mean the Celtics on Sunday. If we beat the Celtics on Sunday, I know the talks are gonna start about this Ben starting. I know, like, you know how Nets Nation does rage, like, oh, the Nets are better without Ben. You know,
It's every
you
year.
know,
They said that we were winning games without Kyrie, and they said we were better without Kyrie. And
yeah,
then we lost the 76. Or I don't remember if we had Kyrie. I think we did, but there were games where we won and then we lost the game, and they were like, oh
yeah,
yeah, we need Kyrie back. We need Kyrie back.
yeah. Now I saw a couple people saying that Joe is better off the bench. I mean, he's better starting. This is why he's playing like this because he's starting. But I'm like, it shouldn't be like that though. Like, you telling me like what he can't shoot when he comes off the bench? Is that like I don't understand. I don't understand that. You know what I mean? Like, why can't he come off the bench and shoot like this? He has to start for him to shoot like this? Like, what kind of I've seen players come off the bench and shoot like lights out, but I don't know. Let me know in the chat because people are saying that the reason Joe Harris shooting problems is because he wasn't starting.
How does that
So
occur though? Like, how do you shoot worse because of a like? It doesn't even
yeah,
make
that's what I'm
sense.
trying to figure out. I'm like, why are people like? I don't know.
It makes
I'm
me
trying to
kind of
figure out.
wonder. I mean, Royce has been playing well, so who knows? But if Ben comes back and Joe Harris is still shooting like this, are they going to keep Joe Harris starting and move
That's
Royce to
what
the
I'm
bench?
saying. Like, we literally had the best quarter of our lives here. Actually, they're about to be the best half of our lives right now of our season. And now you're just gonna ask like Ben to, are you gonna put Ben back in the start? I don't know. I mean, he's gonna start. I think he's gonna start, but it's tough. It's tough to, like, Jacques Vaughn. I think I have trust in Jacques Vaughn. He'll figure it out. I have a little trust in Jacques Vaughn. Shout out to Paul. He said it's an unpopular opinion, but I'm still not convinced about Ben. I cannot imagine him controlling the game in the stretch. I prefer Kyrie as the point. Yeah. I mean, it's not like I trust Ben at the point. Like, I want Ben to be the point guard. I mean, like I said, he has God-given passing ability. He's a great point guard in my eyes, but it's just there's certain points. Well, like I said, when Ben's in the game, if our shooters are hitting, like, y'all don't understand. If our shooters are hitting, we should blow teams out like this all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because if Ben's in the game and Joe Harris comes in and he hits shots, Royce hits shots, KD, Kyrie's hitting shots, Seth hitting shots, like, Ben's gonna be Ben. Ben's it's not gonna be a factor. It's not
This
like
team
Ben's
at its
gonna make
peak.
us worse.
This team at its peak level. Like,
Yeah.
we'll have Yuta back. We'll have Ben back. We'll have if Joe Harris is hitting his shots. If Seth Curry's hitting his shots, because we were talking about this before we got on stream. Seth Curry looks a lot better with Ben Simmons on the court, and it's proving our point. Like,
Yeah.
Ben
Yeah.
Simmons creates so many open looks for people that it goes under the radar with how good he is. Like, it's showing us now. Like, Seth Curry has been playing. I'm not going to say terribly. He hasn't been getting shots.
He hasn't been
But
getting he hasn't been getting open looks because, well, teams are gonna close out on Seth because they know he's a great shooter. But yeah, I was telling Ray before the game, like, when Ben's on the court, Seth gets so many open looks, like great looks when Ben is on the court.
and Ben
Um,
attacks, and
yeah,
when Ben attacks, that completely allows someone to be open. And if you have, and like I said, if you're having T.J. Warren and Seth Curry and Joe Harris open, you honestly, I trust all those guys open with open shots.
yeah. But we got Chris from Worldwide Nets podcast with us. Chris, man, how you feeling, bro?
Man, I'm just, I'm sitting here having gin and juice, enjoying the W.
On the Friday night, baby. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Friday night.
Well, Friday morning, but
Oh, Friday morning, yeah. Friday morning win for you.
absolutely. No, it
Yeah.
was a dope game. I really enjoyed it. It had all the aspects of a good game, right? Had the
Yeah.
big lead, we're up big, but then at the end, it got tense.
Yeah.
It had all the aspects of a good game, and I was just sitting back like, damn.
You knew the Raptors were gonna make that run, bro. You don't think the Nets were gonna shoot like that the whole game. I didn't
No,
think the Nets were gonna shoot like that the whole game, though.
I saw them like second quarter, like they kind of started chipping away and then chipped away a little bit more. And I knew going into the fourth, yeah, this is gonna be a sub 10-point game at some point. And
Yeah.
yeah, I was right. It got down to 9. We got a bucket. put it back up to 11, and then Pascal Siakam got down and got that 200 dunk, which there was
he
no
was-
need
he
for,
was-
but whatever.
In the third quarter, you can tell that Coach Nick Nurse coached him up. He was like, "No, we can't get killed like this. Y'all gotta come
Yeah.
out and play." Like that third quarter, they punched us in the face. Siakam was getting back downs on Kyrie. Who else was scoring? Scotty was playing good in that third quarter.
Yeah.
You know, they were in
Everybody
attack.
but Van Vliet essentially was playing really good.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Van Vliet
like
kinda
that's
was
the
also-
one thing
Mhm.
when Pascal Siakam got that fifth foul, that's one thing that bothered me throughout the. Was it in the third? He got the fifth. I can't remember.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was. It was the third quarter because I remember he had 4 or 5.
Yeah,
he had
the-
5. He got 5.
The one thing that bothered me was nobody hunted him.
Yeah.
Nobody hunted Pascal. Kyrie hunted Van Vliet once he got
Yeah.
his fifth. Nobody hunted Pascal, and I was like, "Why are you not hunting him?
Yeah,
Dude's got 5 fouls. He's the leading scorer. Get him out the game."
yeah. And with KD, did you think tonight? I mean, it was great that we kind of. I feel like we gave KD a break.
John, no,
rest
that's
tonight,
one.
But it's like, did KD? It was like KD was out there, but he wasn't out there. Do you feel me? Like it was like he was there.
He
but
was
wasn't
doing
there.
cardio for most of the night.
He was basically like. I don't know if
he was in the Patty Mills role. You were just running up and down the
He
floor.
just running up and
Doing
down.
it.
Yeah, it was like- because he didn't get back in the game until like the second quarter. I remember he didn't get back in the game for a minute, and then the second
Also,
half when they
I
started
hate to
shipping.
cut you off here, but can we appreciate that Nick Skywalker Bloxton block?
Oh yeah, the block. Oh, Bloxton.
I'm
Yeah,
bringing
Bloxton.
that. I'm bringing that. Now
But-
that he walked to heaven on that block.
Yeah, he did. Let me
That
let me
motherfucker
read
got-
this super
oh.
chat. Let me read this super chat, and then we'll talk about KD tonight. We'll talk about KD. Shout out to Callaway. I'm mad I didn't go to this game. I fell asleep and didn't buy my ticket. Also, we beat the C's. We got a shot at the chip. I'm gonna cry if we lose. Yeah, I saw a couple of tweets tonight, Callaway, about like the get the parade back. The parade is ready again. Get the parade ready. Like I'm not going to go that far about the chip yet. Like we got a long way to go. But if we beat the C's, ooh, I'm talking hella smack. I'm talking hella. I'm gonna talk hella smack if we beat the C's, bro.
That's that block again. Every time, bro. Every time I see that block, I'm like, damn.
Yeah. But Rage, what was KD's stats tonight, yo? I mean KD's stat line.
I think he had like 17 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 17, 19 points, something like that. I don't think he cracked 20.
Oh, 17-9. Okay. Yeah, he was close to a triple double, was he? I think
Yeah, he
close.
was on triple double watch because he had that 9 rebounds, 7 assists. I think he had like 17 points. I'm pretty sure he didn't crack 20.
Yeah, he didn't crack 20. I think he had 17. Oh, shout out to Syfe. 17, 9, and 7 on 60% field goal. That's not bad. That's not bad, but we're used to KD getting 38, 30. But yeah, like how do you feel about KD? Like, do you think he got a break tonight, or is it just because of the defense? Like, where they were like, okay, we'll let Kyrie kill us, but we're not letting KD kill us. Because I think I saw double teams from both. I think I saw Kyrie got doubled a couple times, and KD kind of got doubled. So it was like
They blitzed Kev at the top of the key the second
Mm-hmm.
he brought the ball across the half court.
yeah,
They did that multiple times to get the ball out of his hands because they know that he can kill him, and he's done it multiple times.
yeah,
So that's what opened up the floor for everybody else on the team to get off. Like that's why you see Joe getting good looks. That's why you see TJ getting good looks. That's why you see also TJ was fucking amazing. Like
yeah.
really fucking surpassed any expectations I had for him.
Yeah. Royce was getting a lot. Like Royce was getting a lot of open looks, but in that fourth quarter, it was like he was kind of lost a little bit. Like he was fouling, and then he got like lost. Like maybe his shot was like kind of off, but it was like we didn't know what to do. You know what got me tight? When they started blitzing KD and Kai, like nobody was cutting. And then when Sumner was hurt, I think Joe fouled out. We put Cam in, and Cam wasn't helping us either. Cam was like kind of lost too.
Cam is always lost on defense.
Well, on offense too, he looked lost on offense.
There was some bad possessions with Cam running the ball down the stretch of the shot clock. I'm just like, no, you can find something better than him. Like there's better players on the bench to put in that situation. I know if Sumner was out, I know we don't have Yuta. I know we don't have Ben and all that, but like there's still like you can put Seth in at that point. Like
Yeah. It was a weird game for Cam. It was a weird game for Cam. Like it was kind of last minute, and then he didn't know what to do.
Like
But
I'd even put Kess in to add some length just for the defense.
you could at certain times. And with Sumner, because Sumner had a great game up until that point. Like I remember he was just ripping Scotty Barnes in that first half. Like every time Scotty brought the ball up, Sumner was steal. Like it was great defense from Sumner. So when I go on Twitter, everybody's like, "Oh, Sumner's just so good. We don't even have to play Cam no more." So I saw a lot of that on Twitter. And now
I mean, Sumner gave Scotty Barnes hell in that first half.
Yeah.
And what Scotty Barnes like what 6'9", 6'10"?
Yeah. 6'9", 6'8".
6'9". Sumner's 6'4".
Yeah. Yo, he was ripping him
tiny.
Bad, yeah, he was ripping him bad.
Scotty Barnes is like big burly dude, 6'9". You have skinny ass Edmund Sumner, 6'4", and he just in his body ripping him like
yo, Sumner
motherfucker got so pissed he got a flagrant on him.
So yo. Scotty was in literally hell, y'all. He was in hell. Like in that first half, Scotty didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to do. Shout out to
he was put in fucking Nick Claxton's correctional facility.
Yeah, he was.
That's now also ran by Sumner.
Yeah. If you're joining us right now, we recapping the game. TJ Warren's debut. Nets beat the Raptors 114 to 105. 114-105. Great night from Kyrie. Great night from TJ. Joe Harris. Great night from Joe Harris. We're gonna talk about Cam, y'all. I see people want to talk about Cam. Let me know what y'all want to talk about in the chat. We'll say that.
I see Cakes would say he's 6'8", so you still got a 4-inch height advantage over Sumner and a lot of body. So
yeah. Shout out to Brendan. Do you think it's concerning about losing majority of that 36-point lead? Not concerning. It's not like because it's like basketball. I know you got to realize how basketball is. There's a game of runs. Now there are teams out there that shoot like this. Are there teams out there that shoot like this the whole game? I don't think so. I mean, the Celtics have had games where they shoot like that the whole game, but that's like usually unbelievable. That's like an out of body experience. Shooting like that the whole game, like. Usually a team cools down when you shoot like that. Like we scored 70 points in the first half.
77, I believe.
70, yeah. Like usually teams cool down, and we kind of cooled down in that third quarter. But again, the Raptors are a good team. It's not like they're little, it's not like this is a bad team. This is a good team, the Raptors. So, like I said, they're a defensive team. They have length at every position. So it's not like they were gonna just fold. I don't think they were gonna fold. Malika's here. Hey Malika. Hey guys. I'm not a Cam fan. His IQ doesn't fit what we need right now. Yeah, Cam got a lot of hate. A lot of hate on Twitter. It's just like if Sumner's playing this well, we don't, and then you have TJ. Because the thing with Cam, what we were playing Cam for is scoring. That's why we were playing Cam, because he was a bucket. We needed bench scoring, right? So if Sumner's playing this good on defense, and then we saw TJ light it up. So if TJ's gonna light it up and Sumner's playing defense, it's like Cam just his minutes are gonna get, it's like you don't have to play him no more. Like, it's like kind of you put him to the edge of the bench,
Especially since he's not that facilitator for us at all. Like, the thing is, like, my problem with him is he's not an off-ball player either. He can't shoot off. He can't just sit in a corner and then trust him to make threes. That's just not how he plays. You need the ball in order to be successful. So I just I've been saying, I just don't know where he fits on this team at all, especially with being young. Like if he's young, obviously you're going to need more experience. But where is that going to fit if he's not the main ball handler? He's not good. It's not really going to help his play style.
Yeah.
The only chance he really gets for like those extended minutes of him running point is going to be either if we're up big and they sub in, or if we're down big and we just forfeit. That's the only chance he's going to get those extended minutes of him just running point and just trying to get buckets for himself.
And they're also not that, and they're not that long. Like he's not getting enough time at that spot to play the guard and get buckets for himself to be effective for us and be like what honestly to play up to his potential, because like he's a guy who's obviously better when he has the ball in his hands, and that's when he gets we saw in the summer league, and we even saw last year obviously that he needs a lot of touches to be successful. And obviously it works sometimes, but we haven't seen it much this year because he hasn't had many opportunities. Like we haven't had a game this year where Katie was out, Kyrie was out, and we had to play with just him, running the point. So
no,
like,
even if we get to that point, we still have a handful of other players who's going to be running point over Cam.
Yeah, because you think about it, if this team's fully healthy, you shouldn't really see Cam. You're going to see Ben coming out. You're going to see Yuta. And then off the bench, the backup point guard is going to be point guard by committee with Sumner, Kyrie, Seth, Ben at times. So it's going to be like point guard by committee for that backup point guard.
Even Royce. Royce is
Royce,
doing a good job
Royce
running point.
Yeah, a couple times you'll see Royce bring it up. So it's like our backup point guard role is more like point guard by committee right now. So with Cam, you're not going to need the scoring punch because of TJ, Yuta,
Joe Harris, Seth Curry.
If Joe Harris, yeah, exactly. So it's like his minutes are going to be kind of reduced. I know some people want to trade him, but I don't know about that. I don't know.
It's just a little early. He hasn't had many touches, but like I said, I also think we should trade him because, like, if he's going to continue to play this role for us, why is he on the team? It doesn't help him, and it doesn't help us.
DDJ's on the two-way, so he's not playing much.
Yeah, DDJ's on a two-way. I like DDJ. I feel like DDJ should get a couple. Like, if we need to stop, I feel like DDJ should get a couple minutes.
Yeah, like he would have been a good sub in for Sumner.
Yeah. Now we don't know how. If Sumner's not going to play Sunday.
I think they said, like, from what I heard on the broadcast, they didn't think it was anything.
Not that bad.
Too crazy. Nah, they said they didn't think it was serious.
And honestly, I gotta say, I trust DDJ more than I trust Cam Thomas in general. Like,
yeah, so do I. Like, if we're talking about getting buckets, yeah, I trust Cam more than I trust DDJ. DDJ is not much of a shooter.
Yeah, but DDJ is gonna get to the rim. He's gonna play defense.
He's gonna give you everything he's got.
Yeah,
120% of the time.
Yeah. Let me read this super chat. Shout out to Mo. He said Cam doesn't play defense and he don't pass the ball. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say like he does at times. I've seen him play make, but it's very spotty. It's very spotty. Yeah, Cam would be good on another team with consistent minutes. Yeah, if Cam was on like a young team like the Rockets, OKC, Cam would go off on one of those young teams where it's like no pressure. He gets the ball. He can shoot like 20 times. If Cam was on one of them teams, I think he would be lethal. He'd be nice with it.
See, that's my point with me. Like I love Cam. Don't get it twisted. I love Cam. I like it. Like he's a good ball player. There's nothing there. But he's wasted potential on the bench. That's my thing with wanting to trade him. I don't want him gone as per se, but if we can get something and give him a better opportunity, I'm all for it.
Yeah. So it's a spicy topic, man. I mean, I know I've seen a lot of trade. The trade machines have been going crazy on Twitter, man. Like me personally, I'm trying to stay away from the trade talk now because it's like I don't want to. Like I said, until Sean Marks actually does something, that's why I want to talk about trades.
You really expect him to do something?
I don't. That's why I don't want to talk about it. I've seen that's trust me. Everybody's tagging me and all these trades and everything, and I'm like. Like I don't think he's gonna do anything, especially when we're on a 4-game win streak. You think Sean Marks is over here like, oh yeah?
No, he's sitting back, relaxing, saying, "Oh, I did a great job." Like, no, you didn't.
Actually, I'll tell y'all a little bit of what I've heard. Like, I've heard that Sean, like, there's been calls on the table right now, like a lot of calls on the table for Sean, and Sean hasn't picked up the phone. Like, agents are mad right now because he's not picking up the phone and. Like, you know what I'm saying? So right now, I don't know if Sean's going to make a move. So y'all could just chill a little bit with y'all trades. Chill a little bit with y'all trade machines and right now. So, because.
What do you think about the alleged contact from the Nets and the Hawks about John Collins?
Not from coming because Ian Begley is not really the best net source.
I don't know who posted. I just saw it on Twitter.
It was Ian Begley. He posted the John Collins thing. I don't think it's like 100% true that they touch base. Like I said, from what I've heard, like agents like Sean has deals on the table, but he's just not making them. He's not making any calls right now. Like he's
No,
not picking
of course
up the phone.
not.
That's from what I've heard. But Ian Begley has his sources, and you know what I'm saying. So
it's Sean Don Marks.
Yeah.
No, of course we're not giving up.
Are y'all surprised about this? Like y'all was surprised? We've gone through 4 years of this with Sean not picking up the phone, Sean waiting until 2:45 at the trade deadline to start thinking about trades. Like we've been through this for 3 years. Like
this isn't even surprising, and plus and people make all these trade machines just for Sean Marks to have his phone on DND 24/7.
Yeah,
exactly. Like people do this all the. What were you talking about, Rage, before the stream started about the trade machine we did? Last year, was it last year? When everybody was getting hype about we doing trade machines.
It was the 2020-21 season where we had Dinwiddie on the trade. We were putting Dinwiddie in all these scenarios. He didn't come back the whole year. He didn't play for us at all, and we still did not trade him.
Yeah, the Dinwiddie. That's what it is. I remember everybody was like, "Yeah, we can get this guy for Dinwiddie." I think I made a whole video about it. Yo, we can get this guy for Dinwiddie. This guy for Dinwiddie. And then the trade deadline came, and he just stayed on the team.
And we got jack shit for him.
And we didn't get nothing for him. Nothing for him. So it's like, come on, y'all. Y'all can't be surprised. Somebody said no. Any actual? Yeah. Go ahead.
I'll be real. I did hop on a trade machine yesterday. Like I've been trying to stay off of it, but there was some serious stupidity in spaces yesterday. I'm just like, nah, I gotta just go in here and see what they're talking about. And I just like, they were talking about the John Collins and whatnot. I'm looking at Jakob Poeltl. I'm like,
yeah,
Jakob Poeltl is cheaper.
There's been big trade talk, so I'm like, y'all doing this big trade talk, but it's like I don't. Yeah,
like if we ship, I was looking at it. If we ship just Joe, like let him play his value up a little bit, and then we ship Joe to San Antonio for Poeltl, and we cut salary on that.
Yeah.
But you also got to think about it from the Spurs standpoint. Why, does it make sense for them, like, at all?
No, I'm not saying it's realistic. I'm just like looking at it from like an objective perspective. Say like we cut salary on that, and we get another big that we need. And if Joe's going to be spotty like he's been so far this season, then I don't see why you won't at least make the call.
Yeah.
Like
I think
maybe
the
add
Spurs,
a second round or something like to sweeten the deal.
Because the Spurs right now, they want to tank for Vic, so they're probably going to want a bunch of draft picks and young guys. Like a young, like they would probably.
And if they're tanking for Vic, what does Jakob Poeltl do for them anyways? He's a starting center.
Yeah, they would want like young players back and draft capital because they want to tank for Victor, of course. Everybody want to tank for Victor.
Joe?
Joe is 31.
Oh,
I think Joe was 31, right? How old is Joe Harris? 31, 32?
Yeah, he's 31. Damn, I thought he was like.
I might say he's like 30.
Yeah, he's 31.
Yeah, I'll tell you this, Joe's trade value is going. I know a lot of people keep saying that, but he's playing like he don't want to get traded. So it seems like I don't know, but his value, like teams are watching this. Trust me, teams are watching Joe Harris right now, and they're like, "Ooh, okay."
Melody, I'll guarantee you we don't get Lauri Markkanen. The Jazz don't want to give him up. He's playing too good.
Nah.
Hey, TJ just tweeted.
What TJ say?
Thank you, Brooklyn. We'll never forget this day. Let's keep it going. Nets W.
Yeah, shout out to TJ. Yo, TJ. Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about TJ, man. So, did you guys like tonight? What TJ? Well, first TJ kind of played with KD, which I was a little surprised about. Like we saw TJ and KD at the same time. Like, do you guys think in the future it will be more like that, or is it going to be more just?
I think he's
KD go to the bench and TJ in.
I think he's going to play like a mix of sometimes he's gonna get out there with the bench, sometimes he's gonna get out there with Kai, sometimes he's gonna get out there with Kevin, sometimes he's gonna get out there with both of them.
Yeah.
Sometimes he might even be the how JV doesn't have a set rotation. Sometimes he might be the sixth man off the bench.
Yeah.
Coming in and taking, Roy's spot or Joe's spot or whatever. You have Ben, TJ, Kai, and Kevin in there with Nick.
Yeah. I think TJ is gonna be of course he's going to be like 6-man, but the closing lineup, like once he gets back, because this is not even TJ. What, he had 12 points tonight? This is not
think he
even.
had
This
10.
is just 10 points tonight. Yeah, this is not even him at his full capacity. Like
This is his
just
first
him.
game back in 2 years.
First game back in 2. So when he gets like 10, 15 games in, and he's probably lighting it up for 20 off the bench, that closing lineup with Ben, KD, Kyrie, TJ, and then you put whoever you want to put in. Yo, that's a nice closing lineup with those guys, bro.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, TJ Warren is gonna be in whenever we need a bucket. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not. It's not. I don't even think he's gonna be in with a certain. It's not gonna be like the time that he's gonna be in with a certain rotation. It's gonna be when we need a bucket.
Yeah.
When we need someone to come off the bench, obviously, maybe for KD, but if we need a bucket, TJ Warren will be in there.
It's gonna be a mix of like TJ and Seth, most likely, coming off the bench to get buckets, or maybe even Sumner. Like he's a pretty good scorer as well. Like he's always, like I've said this a couple of times now, he's always looking at the hoop. He's always trying to go there.
Yeah. Shout out Macho. He said TJ Warren looked gassed, obviously, but overall he was solid for his limited minutes. Gonna be a very solid bench scoring option. Shout out to Macho. Oh, look who just gave it.
Oh, damn.
4 in a row, baby. 4 in a row.
I thought you were busy with the podcast.
Let's see them. Hey, man, I'm a Nets addict. Okay, I just did a podcast with Nick from Brooklyn Buzz. Jack Manuel wasn't there, unfortunately. I'm helping Brandon co-host, and now I'm back at my home. I'm spreading the Nets Kingdom message. Nets Kingdom. I'm spreading the Nets Kingdom seed everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, Saint is back, yo.
Hey, pause.
No, there's no pause in that. I'm spreading that Nets Kingdom seed everywhere, bro. And if you're in the way, you're gonna get blasted. Okay.
Blasted is.
What's up, y'all?
No, I'm definitely hitting a pause on that.
Sorry, AJ. I've had a. Okay. I apologize.
You gotta love Saint coming back to the. You gotta love Saint.
I want to say one thing though.
What I was just gonna say, this is what happens when the Nets actually win consistently and play like they're supposed to. I'm in a great mood, but go for it.
You know it's lit because I know when we win and Saint is in a good mood, he always has the beer out.
Of course, dude. Because if I drink when I'm depressed, nah, dude, like no, that like then I'll be angry or something. No,
I just want to say,
you'll see no beer from Saint. You mad as hell. You mad as hell.
Saint, I just want to say, after I switched up to the Corona and gin and juice, we've been looking pretty good.
Whatever they're doing, it's working. Yeah, but no, that's it, dude. I'm a happy. I don't want to say drunk because I'm not a drunk, but I'm a happy guy. I like
Happy
to drink
camper.
when I'm happy. Yeah, I don't drink when I'm upset. That never turns out good.
I know that's why I know. Let me read the super chat and we'll get Saints takes. Hussein said Joe can Cam Sumner for Collins. We become super solid. Yeah, I don't want to get into the trade talk. I don't want to do it.
Joe, Cam, and Sumner for JC. Hell no.
Yeah, you don't do it. Don't do it.
Hell no.
Don't do it.
Take Sumner out of there. Yeah.
Yo, look at Kyrie. You're spreading what?
I'm with Kyrie. I'm with you on that.
I've been drinking.
Just a little bit. And then somebody said, is Saint going to pull out a black and mild? Now I'm about to pull out a honey blunt. That's what I'm about to pull out.
God damn.
What y'all know about that honey blunt? That's all I got to say. I'm not going to say
honey blunt.
What you know about that?
Yeah. Go ahead, bro. Tell your take on the.
Hey, man, that first half, man, was beautiful. I mean, overall, like, everybody was playing within the system. Obviously, KD was, they were playing KD a lot tougher tonight, and it just was nice to see the rest of the squad play within a system. You even got a minute there where Cam played within the system and was able to wind up with a shot. I wish he would have remembered that, but I mean, overall, like that first half was just great basketball. I was clapping, I was cheering, I haven't been able to. And would you say that was the best
Yeah, the best, the
half of
hottest
the
start of the season.
season.
That was the best quarter of our lives right there. The best
That
half of
first
the
quarter
season.
for sure. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, that first
41
quarter
to
was
17.
I've never
Yeah,
seen
That
anything
sink
like.
in.
Yeah, that first quarter was beautiful, man. I absolutely loved it. The second half, like you knew, even at the half coming into the third and fourth, like you knew that Toronto was going to come back, right? Like, but even when we lost the lead, it shrank a little bit. We were able to push it back up to 20. That was something that was nice to see tonight, like where we just didn't completely like fall apart. Here, I'll read the super chats. Roy, happy to see the legend and saint in the
Oh,
house.
look at Saint getting the love. Saint getting the love tonight, yo.
Yeah, all these ones that mention my name, you gotta Venmo me, bro. No, I'm joking.
I'll Venmo you right now.
My
bro.
name's in it. You gotta Venmo me, bro.
Got you, bro.
No, Conch, appreciate you. Do you guys feel like the Nets could beat anybody but could also lose? Yes, exactly. I don't know. I don't see a team we can't beat. Somehow we lose bums randomly. I mean, this has been the story of the Nets. Sometimes they come out, they look like world beaters, and then sometimes they come out and they look like the worst team in history, right? Like, so it's just, although there's something different about this squad this year, and I think a large part of it has to do with obviously Nash not being here. I think the bench is getting better. I feel we have a lot more weapons than we did in the previous year. We're a lot more versatile. Obviously, we're still hurting in the big section, but I mean, overall here, let me just pull up this stat and then I'll move on and I'll let somebody else hop in here. But like the biggest takeaways for me to the game for tonight was obviously TJ Warren. Watching TJ come in, hasn't played in over 700 days or something like that. And for him to come in and just, I even said this in pregame spaces where I said, I am not concerned about TJ Warren's shot. I am concerned about his footwork, how he's moving around. Is he slow? How is he doing things? And to see him even want to attack the rim a few times and even
he was crashing the board. Did you see how he was crashing the boards?
Yes.
Like he was going off. I got a couple of offensive rebounds. I was like, oh,
He had 3. I mean, he had as much as Claxton did. He had 3 and Claxton had 3.
Yeah,
I mean, rebounds,
that there is another guy that once he fully gets his NBA legs underneath him and he stays healthy, here's another guy that can cut down on your second chance points with the offensive rebound. I think he stays healthy. He is going to be a huge part of this team. It makes me feel better that when somebody like KD sits down or Kyrie, where you have another guy in there that can hit his shots, he can score for you. And I think when he is back to being himself fully healthy, he is going to, I mean, it just makes our bench that much more versatile. Yuta, TJ, Sumner, even if Royce winds up going to the bench at some point, Seth, like it opens up another part of our team that I think is huge. That was something I was really happy to see. The other takeaway, Claxton. Got to give Claxton credit. A lot more controlled. Yeah, he had 5 fouls, but the biggest, like the blocks,
fourth quarter, man, was crucial.
Yeah, the blocks. He's getting better at recognizing when to attack somebody defensively and get a block. Where you remember when he used to just kind of recklessly go at guys and just rack up fouls. Now it's a lot more controlled, and you can tell his defensive intelligence has like IQ has gone up. Because he's
usually the old Clax would have fouled out.
Yeah, the old Clax would have fouled as many times as he's trying to block people. Yes, the old Clax would have fouled out. The other crucial thing about Clax tonight that I got to give him his flowers, 9 minutes in the game, they're in the bonus. Toronto is in the bonus. I'm not exactly sure what time frame Claxton went out with his 5 fouls, but when he comes back in the game, he plays with 5 fouls to close the game out and has at least 3-4 crucial back-to-back, like put back dunk or layup. He grabbed a couple rebounds that were huge. Like
the big block.
Like without him at the end of that game's a hell of a lot closer. And I'm not saying we lose it, but it's definitely in single digits and it's definitely closer to 5 going into the
'Cause
last.
I think they cut it to 8 or 7.
Yeah,
No, they cut it to
they
9. I think.
cut it
What
to
was it?
9.
Yeah.
Cut it to 9. They cut it to 9.
But-
He offset. And I will say this about Kyrie. Kyrie played within that system that first half, and it absolutely was huge. And maybe I'm wrong by this. You guys tell me. I'll mention about Kyrie, and then I'll say something about Cam, and I'll shut up. Kyrie played within the system in the beginning of that game, and when it came time where the ball came back around to him to score, did it seem like to you that he was getting the whistle more on some of those plays than he is when he goes ISO? Because
That's a good point.
this is my case for this is that the team, when the ball is moving around and it finally winds up to Kyrie and he's in a positive situation, he's wide open, he's going to the rack, the defense has to overplay to catch up to him, and the foul becomes a lot more obvious, and they almost have to foul him in some respects.
Yeah.
And he was getting the whistle. Most of those free throws were what was it, half and half or a little more in the first half? Whereas like when he's ISOing, it's like he's already starting his fucking basketball wizardry out by the 3-point line, like fucking just do, and he's just whizzing through everybody to the rack. Nobody touches him. He doesn't get the whistle. I don't know. I may be overthinking that, but
No, that's a fair point, because when we did make like the ball was swinging, and now like it's kind of like we put Kyrie. He had to play point guard tonight because again, Sumner went down, and we don't have Ben, so Kyrie had to do point guard by committee. So when he kind of, like you said, he was moving, the ball movement was helping him. So they kind of isolated him, and then when he got in transition, I remember he got a lot of buckets in transition, and he was getting calls. He was getting calls from being,
it seems like when Kyrie actually plays within the system and not just goes full on Kyrie mode, it works out better for the team and it works out better for him.
Yeah.
If it wasn't
when he gets in the offense, when he's in like last game too, like KD and Kyrie.
But I think it improves his defensive energy as well.
Yeah. Because last game too, like KD and Kyrie, they scored all those buckets inside the offense. It wasn't like they weren't outside of themselves,
Yeah, it wasn't like what we've seen in the past.
Like the Magic game. The Magic game was KD and Kyrie just ISO ball.
What I like so far with KD and Kyrie and their ISO right now with this current team is that it's not so constant that the rest of the team goes cold. The rest of the team is kept within play and kept like engaged in the game offensively, and they're still able to ISO at times, and it works. And I think this team had to find a balance between keeping everybody involved and allowing KD and Kyrie to be the superstars that they are. So kudos to him.
Super chats.
Oh, okay. There's another one. So far, you're sending me like $10. No, I'm joking. Thank Cakes Boo, but this is for Saints School, whatever that means.
Hey, just to quickly interrupt here, AJ, do you have that picture of Katie on his phone in the locker room?
Oh no, I don't. I got the video when he's him and Kyrie. I don't got the picture.
Because I'm pretty sure I don't know if he's still in the locker room, but
Is he tweeting?
He on Twitter roasting Charles Barkley.
Oh, he always does this. As soon as he stops playing, Katie's like, "Oh, his phone."
He on Twitter.
He says good game, and he's on his phone. He's on his phone. He goes right to Twitter. That's the first thing he does.
See what he's saying out here.
He doesn't. You know what the thing is? He'll have a text notification from his mom. He'll just swipe up, and then just go to Twitter. He'll be like, I'll text her later. Have to hop on Twitter.
KD said, "This clown does not have a G14 classification to speak unto God. We've never had a real human interaction. Carry on." Ha!
Oh,
that's funny.
He's coming. Why he coming for Charles Barkley like that, yo?
Because Charles has been talking shit lately. Hey, real quick, super chat. Ben, shout out to Paul. Ben for the bench as a 5. Currently starting 5 is solid, and I'm going to keep saying that Kai needs to be point. Ben, non-believer here.
Nah.
We're not
gonna go that far.
Thanks for the money, but nah.
We're not
Appreciate the super.
You went too far there, Paul. You went too far.
Hey, my last point, and then I'll shut up. Is Cam Thomas? My God.
Yeah, we just. Oh
yes.
Yo, he was getting so much hate in the chat.
Hot garbage, bro. Like if it weren't for Clax saving us at the end there, Cam
my
Thomas gave up
God.
9 points within like 2 minutes, 2.5, like just atrocious, bro. He played within the system in the first half and was rewarded with an easy bucket. Second half, trash defense and just tried. I know Cam is an offensive bucket, but that man's right now, his IQ and his defense is like, I know we all took turns, right? I took the hit with Day'Ron Sharp, man. I was a Day'Ron Sharp stan, and I've had to accept the fact that dude's booty cheeks so far.
Oh,
Kessler, Jay and AJ here have had to accept that Kess has been booty. Now all you Cam stands, your man is booty as well.
Oh my
Like
God.
all three of our guys
Oh
have
my
regressed.
God.
I would damn near say David Duke
Oh,
Jr.
shit.
is better than Cam right now.
Damn.
He is.
He
Okay,
is,
that's-
bro.
man.
Like, I'm
that's-
sorry, bro.
That is
Shout out to
insane.
Conch. Cam Soda got it.
That is
Yo,
insane.
I love when Say comes back. It's getting
Say-
spicy right now. It's
say-
spicy
I'm,
talk
just-
right now.
I'm telling
Spicy
you,
talk
bro.
right
I
now.
am right now. Shout out to Macho Fabita. Bootios, exactly, but it's Booty Cam.
Yo, this is
Nah, I don't need that in my life, Saint.
Nah, dude, don't get
No.
uncomfortable. There's nothing to be
This is
weird about. Booty Cam
crazy.
right now. That's his nickname, Booty Cam.
Yeah,
Until he gets
with all
his
due
shit-
respect, he is absolute butt cheeks, dude.
He is. It's straight Booty Cam right now. I'm sorry.
But
Like,
better
Montana
than
doesn't do it.
EDJ better than them though. That's kind of
You know
wicked.
what
DDJ
Cam, you know what
better
Cam will
than
do?
Cam Thomas right now. I'm
Cam,
sorry.
Wait,
Cam
wait,
Thomas will be a
Chuck,
little
Chuck.
bit bored, right?
Tasty
He won't.
right
He,
now, yo.
he hasn't had a shot. You know, he just wants to get. You know, he just wants to get some points. You know what he'll do? He'll take a step back from fucking Narnia and be quick.
I honestly think Cam has gotten a little into his head because he's
y'all are
super
going
buddies with
crazy
KD
on
and
Cam,
Kyrie.
yo. Oh my
I think his
God.
ego, he needs to work on his basketball IQ a little bit more. But like, he is borderline.
Cam
like,
is down bad right now, yo.
I'm starting the
Oh my
hashtag
God.
bench CT. Bench.
and you
CT.
know what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen in the next 3-4 games. Cam's gonna come out and have a 21-point game, and the chat and Twitter is gonna be like, "Yo, Cam is him. He's back. Yo, why you talk all this shit about Cam?" But where are all those people that talk like
Oh,
this about
man.
Cam when he's booty Cam right now?
Oh my
Nah,
God.
Cam Thomas
Booty
will
Cam
get
is
20 plus
insane.
points.
That is
Cam
I'm
Thomas will
sorry,
get
bro.
20 plus points if KD, Kyrie, Ben Simmons, TJ Warren, Yuta Watanabe is all out. All out.
Yeah, that's the only chance he
He
gets.
had
of
a
getting home.
negative 18, bro.
Oh,
Where
my
are
God,
all the
I'm
Cam
tired.
stands that were in here or
Tired
on
right
Twitter just saying about how dare you talk about Cam? Like, have you seen enough? We've seen enough about Day'Ron. We've seen enough about Kess. Have we seen enough about Cam that he is not where he is supposed to be?
The way he
Yes.
put in his IG description, free CT, and he's just playing like shit.
Yeah,
He is,
free what? Free booty Cam?
who does he think he is?
What
Wait,
the
hold
fuck
up,
are we
hold up.
freeing?
I'm looking at numbers.
He
from
said
Cam.
free booty cam is cool. Yo, Chad, are you Chad? Are you listening to this right? This is wild, right? Yo, Cam is
I'm
down.
sorry,
This
bro.
is the Cam slander is going crazy right now. But
Cam
Nah,
needs to
but
pipe
AJ
down because
Saint
why
is
the hell
tweaking.
are you saying free yourself?
No,
And then
Chris,
you pull out with this shit. You pull out with this shit. The only time he comes in he takes the ball and what does he do? Let's take a step back three from half court and let's see how that goes.
No, I know people love Cam, but like, come on, can we stop like with this overhyping certain players? Like, is there a part of his game that is great? Yes, he can be an elite. He can score. He's a bucket, but everything else is less than desirable right now.
Has
His
he scored
defense
10
is
points
trash.
this season?
His IQ is extremely low.
damn.
It just like he needs more. If you're not trading him, like this is where I blame the Nets, though. The Nets have
Oh, Katie at it again.
fired all their developmental players. I mean, all their developmental coaches.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, booty cam for now, bro.
Damn.
No, I feel you. Yeah,
So
Katie at it
then-
again. quote tweeted somebody, I don't know who it is, Blake Kimball. I think it's insecurity when you go on TV trying to take shots at my character as a man. But shit, I'm an ignorant jock. What do I know?
KD is going full. Yo, why KD going on demon time right now, yo? KD's on demon time right now. He's going crazy. Yo, Chubbs, get in there, Chubbs. About Cam. Well, about the game and then about Cam.
Yeah, but give me a minute. I gotta hook up my laptop. Just give me a minute.
Oh, okay, bet. Yeah, if you're joining us right now, we just recapping the game. Let's just beat the Raptors 4-game win streak. Hit that like button. Saint is back.
Sorry, I got all that out of my system. I'm good now.
No, that was hilarious.
I'm
I
pulling
gotta
up
clip
for
that.
the
Yeah, I'm
third
gonna clip that. That's gonna go on NK clips.
Yeah, and I was extra nice with him. I was like, you know what? Maybe he just hasn't had enough opportunities. Nah, I mean, he's just playing like shit, and it's so out there that he's playing so bad. It's like it'd be different if he was like shooting good shots and they just weren't going in, but like he'll do so much extra shit just for him to brick it. It's like a fourth grader trying to impress the girl in the gym room. It's bad.
But like I said, we're not gonna see Cam like once everybody's healthy. I doubt Jacques Vaughn's gonna play him, bro. He's not gonna get on.
His shots are straight hoists. We'll have 20 seconds on the shot clock and he will shoot it.
The like even like just his jumper, it just looked weird.
Yeah, he refuses to take like when somebody gives him an open three, it's like he refuses to take it. Like he'll be wide open and then he'll just go in and go in. I'm like, bro, just shoot that open three, bro. But I guess he maybe he doesn't trust his shot right now. I don't know.
I think that's part of it. I mean, I don't hate him like taking a step or two in and hitting that midi that we all know he can hit consistently. I don't really hate that. It's just like his basketball IQ overall is just not good. The only positive I've really seen about him is the mid range, and when he gets fouled and goes to the line, because he'll knock down 9 or 10 at the line.
Yeah,
and he'll hit 2, 3, maybe 4 in limited minutes in the mid range. But he's lucky if he gets 1 3, and he don't give no effort on defense, and he rarely ever passes the ball. That's why, as of right now, I'm taking DDJ over Cam.
And you know who else I'm taking over Cam? Patty Mills, dude.
Oh, wait. Big Juice? You taking Big Juice over Cam right now?
Honestly, yeah.
Hold on.
You're not taking Big Juice over Cam? He's got
taking big Juice over Cam right now?
It's a big juicy top, mate.
Energy and the juice.
Juicy win after juicy win.
No, Big Juice.
Not me having fucking orange juice and gin.
Yeah, you noticed I changed my name to Booty Cam.
Yo.
I pay attention to my name. It's pretty much Chubbs in Japanese.
What the fuck a Saint almost spit
How do
my
you
gin
write
and juice
that?
out.
I just
How do
copied
you
it
write
from
that,
Google
yo?
Translate. I don't know.
Yo.
I just copied it from Google Translate.
That's hilarious.
Krabby Patty.
Oh man, let me read this super chat. Shout out to Smooth Savage. AJ, I noticed Cam never takes open threes too, bro. I thought it was just, yeah, bro. Like he'll have a wide open three. He won't. I don't think he trusts his shot like that, bro. I don't know. So he'll just he'll pump fake like 4-2 times, and then he'll go in. And I like his mid range better, but you gotta shoot those open threes, bro. Like those open threes is, you can't be afraid, bro. Don't be afraid to hit them open.
You know what he'll do? He'll get the ball, pump fake, be wide open, pump fake, dribble a little bit, step back to the 3-point line, so we can take a contested jumper with, after there was just an extra 14 seconds added on the clock or something. He gets the ball. Let's just shoot it and like that. Let's just shoot it and see where it goes. Maybe it goes in. I'm only shooting it from 35 feet away.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, we want open shots. Like, if you're missing an open shot, we're cool. That's the point of getting you a good shot. The same with the Joe Harris tonight in the fourth quarter when he had a wide open three. He didn't take it, and he went in and tried to drive and got a charge. I'm like, bro,
yeah, that shit.
Shoot the open threes. Like, we want you to take good. Open shot is a good shot. So you
and he was hot. Like,
shoot
he was hot.
Yeah, he was hot.
I can't lie. I think it's time we lock Cam back up.
Damn.
I don't.
Okay, Chelsea. About to go.
Bench CT.
Ben
I'm
Sheets,
putting-
Are you
y'all going crazy on Cam tonight, bro.
Are you doing Towel Boy Cam? Is that what's going on? Is that where we're putting them? Like G League Cam? Are we talking about some G League time or what?
Y'all going?
Bro, I'm thinking worse punishment. Y'all know on Game of Thrones when you walk naked and everybody throw tomatoes at you, we just shout
Shame.
shame, shame.
Shame.
Half Cam walk butt-ass
Cross the
naked
Brooklyn
down
Bridge
Atlantic.
naked.
Like half Cam walk butt-ass naked down Atlantic.
Damn, y'all are going.
Like
Yo,
shame, shame.
this is the most
shame.
Cam's. Yo, Cam's gonna block me on Instagram now. Yo. Cam's gonna.
I see somebody in chat says Cam
listen,
shoot
I
40%
want
on
him to
catch and shoot
succeed.
threes.
I want him to succeed, but like, come on, bro.
You're
I mean,
going-
you
yo,
heard,
the
you
chat is
heard
going
what Jay.
crazy.
You heard what Jay said, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like,
Somebody said Cam shoots 40% on catch and shoot
Yeah.
threes. Does he? Somebody look that
Apparently
up.
so,
Double check
but,
that.
I didn't see it.
but that's the thing. When does he ever shoot catch and shoot three?
Yeah, you gotta look up how many attempts because it might be on like 0.2 attempts. You know.
He might shoot 40% on catch and shoot threes, but he doesn't shoot catch and shoot threes very often. So that doesn't really count for anything.
It's probably like 40% on 2.5 attempts.
Yeah, something like that. Like
Yeah,
he
no,
don't,
but
he don't take no open threes, bro.
I'm definitely with Saint. Lock his ass back up. He didn't deserve to be free.
Yeah, I've already said this before. Even in past stream, I said, you know what? Hashtag release CT. I'll take the cap hit.
You're going.
Yo, 30 to life.
Nah,
Get him
dude.
out. Yo, lock his ass up. He ain't
30
ready.
to life. Damn.
50 to life. In solitary confinement. None.
Jesus,
Nah.
put that man in Alcatraz.
Y'all are going crazy. Yo, this is the Cam is.
Guantanamo.
Put that man in
Lock his word.
Alcatraz.
Yo, lock him up.
Yo, want that
we
man
trying to
a
save you,
license
Cam.
in
Just sit, man. Just you know what it is, Cam. You did it to yourself because you should have never did that with the free CT. And you put. Remember, he put the clip from what's the show? Snowfall. He put the clip from Snowfall on his IG story. Like you kind of put this highlight on yourself. You put the limelight on you. So it's like,
hey,
you did wrong, bro.
Is this what you're talking about, Chubb?
The eye roll at the Summer
from
League
Game
as
of
well and all
Thrones?
that.
One of them, yeah.
Oh, shame.
Yeah, you know that's it. Shame.
Shame.
It's throw tomatoes at like that. That scene was crazy though.
Gotta say, Steve Nash really did us a favor with not playing Cam Thomas the whole season.
That's the one thing.
That's the one thing
That's the
he
one
did
thing
right
Steve
this
did good.
season.
No,
The one thing Nash did right.
No, Steve Nash is low-key a W for that. You know what? We should have
That's
kept
the
Steve
only
Nash
thing he
longer
did
so we
right.
didn't have to watch Cam Thomas play basketball.
No, I mean, listen, has he had his moments last year? He was better, but
Against the Knicks every time.
something has happened to our rookies this year, and to me, it all comes down to remember when Sean Marks and Joe Tsai thought it was good to hold the coaching staff accountable, except Steve Nash. I think you let the wrong people go. You should have kept Harrington. You should have kept Corver. You should have kept the guys who are actually developing and working with these guys, but instead you kept Steve Nash. You made
fired
them
a
the
whole bunch of
scapegoat.
people.
And our sophomore or returning rookies paid the price. Adam Caporn, where you promoted Adam Caporn, the G League god that you said
The G League coach.
great things.
He put remember he promoted the video coordinator.
Yeah,
you promoted a video assistant instead of hiring real coaches.
Yeah, how about invest in these rookies that, let's be honest,
Oh man, Sean Marks.
they performed better than everybody's expectations last year. And there is a reason for that. But this year you're just like, nah, we're good.
I mean, Kess was upgraded to standard contract so he could play in the playoffs. He played one game, limited minutes.
But he
Yeah,
fired.
he didn't even
but
play.
Sean Dead fired all the coaches that helped the rookies do well, and then it's like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you wonder why they all regressed.
And Igor, what happened to coach? Is Igor even coaching anymore? Where is Igor, yo?
Yeah.
Bro, nah,
I feel like
bro.
Igor is just like a ghost on the bench.
Nah,
No,
you know
I
what?
see him up talk every
see him,
time
Igor?
I see a timeout or something like that. I see him I see JV and him talking.
Okay.
Nah, but you know what's crazy? The Igor we got is the Igor from Frankenstein. Like you know from the movie Igor we got. That's the Igor we got, bro. Like I don't, bro. It's
Igor
he
is just
scammed us.
disappeared,
He scammed us, bro. I can't lie.
Yeah. Yeah,
because mind you, I did go to the game tonight. There's no way we played ball like that in the first half and then just completely switch it up in the second half.
yeah.
Like that just makes no sense, bro. Like, why would you pivot away from what was working?
No way Igor just went to the locker room and just took a nap in that second half.
I'm saying, like, he just kicked his
Oh
feet up.
my
It's like,
God.
yeah, now this game's done.
Yeah, he hopped in his little recliner, you know.
Yo, Katie is going all on. Why is Katie going off right now?
I don't know, but I'm
Like,
looking at something. I'm looking at something here, just like kind of switch away from Nick or not from Nick from Cam.
Booty camp.
Nick over his last 6 games. What do you think he's averaging?
Nick Claxton?
Nick over his last 6 games.
Maybe like 11 and 8 rebounds.
Nah. Are you talking about rebounds or
It's
points?
like, it's
or
like
just a
14
general
and
overall.
9 or something.
I'm looking at like
15
right
and
here,
11. 15 and 11.
A
What?
little steep. 12.8, 10.
blocks
I'm
have been
guessing 10 true rebounds and 3 blocks on 75%
That's elite.
over the last 6 games.
I like
And
that.
that's his
Thank
box
God
score.
he doesn't take actual shots.
I mean, he's still averaging.
I'm just saying.
75%.
I'm just glad, like he doesn't like right now. I'm just glad he's not attempting trying to get a shot. Like I'm glad that he's sticking to what's working. I will say that I'm happy about that.
I saw him attempt that 1-3 to climb
That's next
up the
year.
side of the.
Yeah, that's next year.
That's next year because he took the leap this year. Next year we got to develop the mid range, the midi. If he develops a little mid, that's a little midi. That's a little like free throw midi.
I don't remember what game it was, but it was one game where he tried that corner 3, clanked off the side of the backboard and almost broke it. But I'm like, I was happy to see him attempt that shot.
Yeah. It's like it's weird because when we first got Clax, it's like he was shooted. Like he was like more of a guard type. And then he like digressed. It's like when we got him, he like we digressed and like underdeveloped.
I think that's also part on part with the coaching staff and whatnot for them not
Nash.
needing necessarily a stretch big at the time, so kind of like made him into what he is now, more of a lob threat and overall defender. But now that we're like in looking for someone who can stretch a little bit, it'd be nice to see Clax like try to expand his game back to that college state.
Yeah. Them college days, he was different. If you're joining us right now, we're recapping the game. Make sure you hit that like button. Put @Saint in the chat. Just put @Saint. Ask any questions y'all want. Saint is back, so put them.
But you got every time you say Saint's name, you got to Venmo him.
No, it's when we get super chats with my name in it. That's when AJ owes.
What's your cash app, bro? I'm about to cash app you.
I'll text it to you.
A cash app.
No, if you got any questions, just put @Saint because I need to go get another beer and take care of my kids here in a minute.
Are they still going on Spaces?
Questions? Yeah, they're still going.
Yeah, Brandon's still hosting.
So, let's see what's up with CP3, huh?
Somebody put an assist right now.
Somebody put a tweet out there that said, "Here, let's see if I can pull it up." Somebody put a tweet out there that I tweeted it or I said it in our group chat where it was like
Chris Paul, like
the
when
starting
Kanye first.
lineup. Oh yeah, the Kardashian All-Star team. I'm gonna share this because this shit is hilarious.
It'd be Blake Griffin, D-Book, Chris Paul, whoever.
Yo,
the Kardashian All-Star team. Point guard, starting point guard, Chris Paul. Shooting guard, James Harden. Small forward, Ben Simmons.
Yo, this is a nice. I'm not gonna lie, this is a tough team. But I'm definitely starting Devin Booker.
And then the bench, Booker, Humphries, Odom, McCants. I forgot about McCants.
I'm starting Devin Booker on the Kardashian All-Star team. I'm starting Devin Booker over Harden.
Yeah, I was dying when I saw this, bro.
Yo, there's 3 the current or former Nets on that though.
Damn.
Yeah.
Gotta say, starting Chris Humphries over Tristan Thompson.
You don't got Tristan Thompson like that?
I hate you with that one. I hate you. Oh, anybody asking any questions? Yo, the Chris Paul.
Yeah, here we go. Callaway. When you come to New York? Yeah, actually, Callaway, I'm off right now for the next 5 days after just working like 11 days straight. get my brain back. I'm actually gonna in the next couple days. I'm gonna try and set up a trip back there for at least like a home game stretch, couple games. So I'll let you know. I'm definitely trying to bet. I need to get to the Clays.
I want to go to the Warriors. Come to the Warriors game. I want to go to the Warriors game because the Warriors. We play the Warriors.
We'll talk because I'm
Yeah.
trying to set it up where that like you can go, Chubbs can go, like all three of us have got to go for sure.
Yeah.
At least one of those games. Cypher, if this team does fall apart, would you still want to keep Cam in case we had to rebuild? Honestly, wouldn't really give a shit at that point, if I'm being honest.
Damn.
Like, do we think Cam is going to be that guy? I think that is a fair question to ask about Cam Thomas right now. Do we think Cam Thomas is going to be, like, where do we see Cam Thomas's ceiling?
On this team?
No, just in general in the NBA.
I'd say he has all-star potential, but not on this team.
All-star? I'm not going all-star potential yet.
Okay, no, I'm saying it's a possibility. I can see him becoming an all-star at some point.
To Cam?
Cam, yeah.
I don't know what is Callaway and Takes talking
tough.
about this skull thing. I don't know what the hell they're talking about.
I don't know.
Still waiting for the skull.
We play the 21st. We play the Warriors.
Warriors? I want to go to the Warriors. I want to see Steph in person, and I want to see us beat the Warriors.
Hey, we have a better seat than they have right now. They're 11-11.
Right? But Steph is over KD in the MVP talk. Like, what?
Uh-huh.
Okay, Saint, do you want the honest truth with that Cam Thomas question?
Yes.
If his attitude doesn't change, he'll arguably get closer to being out of the NBA.
That is true, though.
Like, logically, like, think of all the stuff he's done, the eye roll when his coach criticized him, the whole free CT shit.
I wouldn't say that, but
damn near play himself out of the rotation.
But
I mean, it's different. Yeah, I would say playing himself out of the rotation. Definitely
there's a
playing
point
himself out of the rotation, but I do think there's a place for him in the NBA. I'm just like, that's why I asked, like, where do you actually think his realistic basketball level is at? I know Chris said all-star. I don't see that.
I'm talking high ceiling. I mean, that's your. I see him as more of like a six-man, but I don't see him as like, because if you have to look at somebody like Wiggins who got in there, you're telling me he's going to be better than Wiggins? No. I'm not saying he's going to be better than Wiggins.
No, I'm just trying to like tell you where I look at him. Like, I'm not trying to take a shot at you, Chris. I'm just
I know.
Like, I'm just like, when I think about it, I don't see him on that level. I see him being a really good six-man coming off the bench type player. I think he right now his basketball IQ and his defense makes him a liability in a starting lineup. But I think he's a high like one of the first couple people off the bench. Like, that's where I see his ceiling at right now. Like, he has to do some serious work with his basketball IQ and his defense before he could even be like a legit starter or even come even close to sniffing the all-star. Like, it just at right now, my ceiling for him is being that energy six-man off the bench. I don't see him anything higher than that at the moment, unless he can surprise me. Not that he has to surprise me, but I just, from what I've seen from him, I don't see it. I don't see it yet.
I'd say if you put him on a team where he has more of an opportunity to be like playing his way into a starter position, because I believe he can definitely be a starter. Maybe not like one of the better or one of the best of the starters, but like I believe that he can definitely get to that point realistically of being a solid starting guard.
It just, I mean, he's got a lot of work to get to that, let alone him even potentially.
It's tough to it's tough to say that on this team right now because this is a contending.
No,
team.
but where I understand what
exactly.
Chris is saying though, like if he was on the Rockets or something like that, his numbers would probably go up, but it would probably take him 30, 40 shots to get there.
But he did the run. That's the thing. Like, he get the run in.
Yeah,
We do super
Ellen,
chat and then we'll ask
when you
answer some
guys go
questions.
to the game, haven't gone yet. Oh yeah, for sure, Brian
Shout out
V.
Brian V. Was good, Brian.
What up, bro? I will for sure be putting out some for people that like, because there's a lot of people that I've met on here that I know are back east, met on Twitter that like I want to meet at the game. That would be
Yo,
awesome.
this picture of KD.
Hey,
yo,
I'm
who took
saying
this
I'm
picture?
wazed. I'm wazed.
Yo, who took
Oh,
this picture
God.
of KD? Yo, why did KD take a picture like this?
That's awesome. Hey, Mook, is it Mook Mook? Do you think we should grab? We need another guy that can run the. Well, I will say this: if Kyrie keeps doing what like he did today, we might be able to get away with it. I would like another one. I think we're gonna have to pick and choose between a more
That's
adequate.
what I said before. Point guard by committee. We have to do point guard by committee.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's actually probably going to happen more than anything. But
At
can
this
you
point,
investigate the coaching staff to find out who's doing what? Can you find out whether I'll ask the person I know that can answer that question.
Yeah. But yo, remember when we heard about Cam? Like that people were I think it was like coaching staff. It was when he did the free CT stuff, like there was talks of like the coaching staff and people being upset with Cam the way he was acting. But the only saving grace he had was because KD and Kyrie. Like,
Yeah, we're hearing rumblings that he's becoming a little bit non-coachable, kind of.
Yeah, remember when we started hearing that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, he has that at it. I mean, because that was the very first thing when we traded for him and I started hearing him in interviews and just like, I don't mind cocky people. It's just if the cockiness is just pure cockiness and you're kind of tone deaf to a certain part of like your skills, as opposed to being cocky, but you back up what you say and your skills are on point. That's a different level of cocky confidence. Where with Cam, it's like, yeah, bro, I get it. You're a bucket to some degree, but that's not all that matters. Like that you may have been able to get away with that in the summer league, in college, in high school, being the bucket getter, and you could get away with bad defense, or you could get away with not being that great of IQ. But now you're in the NBA, and all these other things matter. And if you want to be the guy like you were over there, you're going to have to do a ton of work. And it is a bit concerning to hear that he's becoming not teachable and kind of pushing back and just kind of having an attitude. That's not like, bro, you have gotten to be in your first year around the likes of James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and KD. Like, you should be a sponge. You should be listening to every little thing, not acting like you're already him.
Yeah.
When you
I didn't like the free CT and the whole stuff on Instagram. I didn't like that stuff. I understood he wanted to play, but like
even another person he could soak up some knowledge from is Ben.
Yeah.
Ben
like,
does everything that Cam doesn't do.
Like,
Plays
he should be
really
humble,
good
bro.
defense. He's a really good distributor.
Yeah, he needs AJ's right. He needs to humble himself a little bit.
Absolutely.
You know how hard it is to be in the NBA, bro? Like, you guys don't know, like, it's like 0.0000001 of people in this world make the NBA. Like, you should be humble, like, just to be grateful. Like, just be grateful. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know you want to be like, the best you can be, but.
And I know you want, I mean, come on, what player doesn't want to play? I get that. But
he's a sophomore. Like, he's not no, like, it's not like you're an 8-year veteran and you're saying this. You're a sophomore in the league.
I can say this. I will use my job for a second, where when I started my job, there was a different mindset, right? And you understood the process, you understood the pecking order. And it's like now where I work, it's like people come in a lot. They're hiring really young people without any experience in life. Like they just moved out of their mom's house type shit, right? And they're getting this job, and it's like they don't want to put in the work or earn the respect. They immediately want it. And it's like, yo, you don't understand everything. You're not like, you're asking for all the accolades of somebody that's been doing this job for 15, 17 years like I have, but you've only been here 6 months and you're still in training and you're acting like you. And that's kind of how I look at Cam a little bit. It's like, bro, I get it. You've got something to give to the team, but you should be a sponge and you should be a student right now and really taking any chance you can so that when you come in, you are ready and you can contribute more than just the last 3 seconds of the shot clock. But
That's another thing, like, because you see both Kevin and Kai always say they're students of the game.
Yeah.
They're still students. They're both veterans. One is a 2-time Finals MVP and an MVP. The other one is also a champion. Like,
And I promise you, when Katie and Kyrie both got in the league, I know they were different situations, but they were humble as hell. They weren't yo, I should play 40 minutes. I gotta play 35 minutes. They weren't going on, some
they were
crazy
both
tangents, stuff like that. So
they were both top lottery picks. Katie didn't get picked first, which is still mind blowing to me.
They were both super humble though, bro. They weren't yo, I'm the best in the league. Yo, you can't guard. Like,
this new generation. It's the newer generation. Hey, I'm gonna read this and then I'm gonna dip out and let you guys do your thing because I have to go handle some kid stuff. But do you think Ben need a mid-range game so we don't? Okay, it would be great if Ben developed a mid-range game and a jumper. I would absolutely love that. But I think we have enough different weapons on this team that even with Ben not having one, we're not exactly that predictable. You have Kyrie Irving, the most unpredictable player out there. You have Kevin Durant, can do crazy things. Now
the hardest player in the NBA to guard.
You have other shooters, like you have players that can. I should say that we have more shooters than we have people that actually go to the rack, but we're balancing out a lot better this year than we have in recent years where we've been very similar in all the roles we had. We really didn't have somebody that could give us too many different looks. And I think this year we do have that. So I don't think it really, whether he has a mid-range game or not, really affects how predictable or unpredictable you are. It would just, if he had added a mid-range, it would just add another facet to this team. That would be awesome. But
he just needs to be himself. Like, do it. Remember we were doing 5 games ago? Like, just be you. Attack the basket. Be a good playmaker. Play
just
amazing
be aggressive.
Defense. Yeah, that's all he needs to do. Right now, that's all he got to do.
If he feels the need to take a midi, take it. There's no requirement for him to do it. We're not expecting him to do it. If he feels the need or feels like, all right, I'm going to shoot this tree.
Yeah.
And, I happily see him shoot it. I happily see him break it. It doesn't matter to me.
I'm going to address this. This is ridiculous, bro. Like, this guy's given us enough information, and we've also had people mention how he is. Like, you've seen his mindset in display. Like, comparing this to Kyrie, but like, get out of here with this. Like, come on. Like,
yeah. Well, she's talking about Cam. You can't evaluate somebody's mindset.
You can't evaluate mindset from a distance. There's enough information.
He literally went on Instagram and said, "Yo, free me." You saw the
rolling
clip
his
on Instagram.
Like, he's given you enough to kind of show how he carries himself.
He literally showed us.
But to even bring Kyrie into this is ridiculous, dude. Don't even.
Like, you're literally looking to argue as if we didn't see Cam Thomas roll his eyes when his coach as if we didn't see him post subliminal messaging.
Like, if you want to make the argument of that, but like somehow add Kyrie in there, like as if I am one of these reporters that are coming, like,
that's a different situation.
That's true. Yeah, don't even put me in that pocket. That's ridiculous.
I don't even that has nothing to do with Kyrie, so I don't even know why you throw his name in there.
Yeah, that's saying like how reporters went at Kyrie. Like, yeah, okay, I'm not even.
You're about to end it anyway.
That's actually pretty funny. Thank you for the laugh.
All right, man. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We'll be back. What's the next game? Oh, Sunday. Celtics.
Sunday's the next game. Yeah,
Celtics, baby. Celtics.
127.
Celtics is gonna be. That game is gonna be crazy, yo. Hopefully.
Honestly, I might see
reasons, AJ. For all the wrong reasons.
All the wrong reasons.
Hey, but that game. Hey, I'm excited for the game because it's gonna really show us where we're at.
I want revenge, bro. I want revenge.
I don't. But don't. Okay, AJ. I know you want revenge, but don't put revenge on this game. If we win it, it will be awesome. But they are arguably the best team playing the best basketball right now, more than any other team in the league.
And arguably, they are the best team.
Yeah, we're not going to have Ben Simmons. We're not going to have Utah back. Like, yes, getting TJ is nice, but
we might not have Edmund.
Depending on Edmund has a booty injury tonight. That
Yeah.
seems to be the
Yeah.
Booty Edmund.
it
Yo,
seems
the-
like booty cam and Edmund has a booty injury tonight, bro. I don't know. You know what? I just want to see. Well, look, Miami just beat him tonight, but all I will say is like, I'm looking forward to that game because I want to see where we're really at, even though we're not 100%. I think we're playing better. I think
Shoot,
we're
if we
playing
play like
better.
this
She
on
wants
Sunday.
the skull. I think she wants the skull.
I don't think AJ. I
that
don't
what
think
you're
we're
Oh,
playing
that's
like
what she was
this.
talking about.
That's what I don't want to put the thing on there, but there's
Oh.
the skull. Is that what you're talking about?
If we play like that first half like on Sunday, it's gonna be a battle. That's all I'll say. It's gonna be a battle.
Macho, we're playing in
it's
Brooklyn. So.
dude. It would be great if we win it, right? And I hope you get your revenge. I'm just not. That's one game I have zero expectations on, and I'm prepared to take an L in that game just because we're not full strength. Like Ben Simmons has become a huge part of this, and
Very quickly.
Yeah, like in the last 4 games it's been obvious how much better he's making us now that he's back. So
yeah. All right.
I'll say this much. Like for me, I might kind of do what I've done whenever I taking a break from for some personal stuff, and just kind of look at the game or just look at the box score every now and then, see what the score is at. If it's a tight game, I might tune in. But otherwise, I might just skip that one because I don't think I can go through that right now.
Yeah, I was gonna shoot a few days ago. I was about to skip the Sunday game, but I told you my faith got a little higher. Like my faith was went from this to
but
this.
don't
like,
go off the edge. I know you take losses hard, AJ. I know you do. But don't do yourself to this one.
I'm not gonna be upset if we lose. If we lose on Sunday, I'm not gonna be like.
I mean, because I
want revenge, though, bro.
I know you do, but I think revenge is gonna have to wait a little bit.
We're all gonna be upset if we lose, just because we lose. It doesn't matter who we're losing to. At the end of the day,
matters
we
more
lose
when
and
it's
it's
Boston,
upsetting.
bro. It matters.
No, I get that. I get that. But at the end of the day, it's upsetting that we lose when we're trying to win a chip. I get that it's Boston and there's some shit with Boston.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Michael. It's personal with Boston. It's personal.
Absolutely.
It's personal. Yeah, it's personal.
But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, we gon' if we don't win, if we lose tonight's game, we're gonna be pissed. If we lose, when we lost to the Lakers, we was pissed. When we lost to the Sixers, we was pissed. Those teams also we have some history with. But any other team, we lose, we're pissed. That's just the way it is. That's the way of being a fan.
Yeah.
All right, but I get it because I take losses hard as well. That's why I'm kind of looking at the box score halfway through. Is it a good game? We actually in it? If we ain't, I ain't even watching that.
No, for me, it depends on the team. The teams I hate with a passion, I hate the fan base, the Lakers, Sixers, and Boston is personal.
Oh, yeah.
I can't when we lose to those teams, I can't. But if it's we lose to some other team, I don't really I won't take it as personal. Those teams, I mean,
when we played in that, we played that.
Imagine if us losing to. I mean, we don't lose to the Knicks though. So
no, we don't. I swear to God, when we played that Lakers game, every time there was a timeout or something like that, I muted my TV. I cannot fucking stand them.
Yeah. All right. Hit that like button for us. Follow us on Twitter. All our Twitters are at the bottom of the screen. We're on TikTok. We're on Instagram. Make sure you follow us on Instagram.
It's crazy how Kyrie scores without foul baiting. You damn right.
Yeah.
That's why I was happy to see him get I don't want him to get injured, but I was happy to see him get because to me, when I look at Kyrie and I look at KD, I feel like those dudes should be at the line 15, 20 times a game, bro.
Oh, they should.
They should be.
Kyrie doesn't get no calls, yo. Kyrie and KD get no calls.
They should be getting Giannis level free throw trips. It's unbelievable that these guys do not get to that. They should be at the line no less than 10 times a game.
But the thing with Kai specifically is he's always trying to avoid contact.
I mean, he's a wizard out there, but even still, we watch him get hit and they just don't call it.
No, I agree with you. He should go to the line a whole lot more.
It amazes me how they have the weakest whistle against those guys.
Embiid and Giannis get all the calls, yo.
Yeah.
Embiid and Giannis get all the calls, yo.
Like they have the weakest whistle against the Nets in general. Like we had some good whistles tonight, but in general, we don't get shit.
They hate us because they hate us, man.
The entire fucking league hates us.
That's a fact.
Well, if we play like we did tonight, it really doesn't matter if they hate us or not. And that's where I hope the Nets kind of get. Like once Ben gets back, Yuta gets back, I hope we get on a stretch where everybody stays healthy for a significant amount of time and they can really, until we get into a position of after December 15th for any possible trades or additions, buyouts. Like I hope this team can develop an identity and really play well together so that if and when we do add somebody, it's not painful.
I'd say leave that to an if.
Yeah.
We're talking about Sean Marks, so leave it to an if.
Yeah, definitely gotta leave it to that. shout out to you guys, man. The chat, man. Again, we'll be back on Sunday, Boston. Well, we're gonna be home, so you know, we won't hear the Boston crowd. Well, there's probably gonna be a couple Boston fans in there, but you know, we'll boot them out of there.
I saw somebody say Kyrie better. He wanted Kyrie to flip the birds of the Boston crowd and everything. And like, dude, we're playing at home. We're playing in the Barclays Center.
They're gonna be some Celtic fans in there, but you know,
he ain't gonna flip off the fucking Barclays.
Shout out
Let's
to
be
Len.
real.
4 in a row.
Hey.
I ain't seen him on Twitter in a minute.
Yo, that is where's Leb gone?
Leb's been real busy, I think, with school or work. He's been super busy. He hasn't really been able to be around.
W tweet from Leb.
He's still there. I liked it.
Great. That's a great tweet.
I'm even gonna say it now. Miss you, Leb.
Yeah.
Miss you, Leb, from Nets.
Leb he a good dude.
Yeah, Leb's a good dude.
All right, y'all. Make sure you guys hit that like for us. We'll be back. Yeah, we'll be back.
Thanks as always for letting me come on.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah, Worldwide Nets Podcast on Twitter. Make sure you follow that on Twitter also. Yeah, four games. 4 games, man. This is
4 games. I've been here in the post game for 3 of them.
Amazing.
I need to come on when we win when I get on.
Yo, for real. Man. Keep the streak alive. That's all I can say. Keep the streak alive, man.
Nah, the first time we lose, I ain't never coming back on.
First time we lose.
Energy and the juice.